Hey kids, and welcome to a new segment of Pammy Out Loud, where I will be dropping in occasionally to share what I call, now here's an interesting question. This is one of those often used phrases of mine, as my friends will attest, that I have started many conversations with because I do think I have interesting questions. I always want to know why, how, what motivated people, what motivated myself. Sometimes I'm thinking, I go, did I do that because of this or did I do that because of that? So these are the kinds of things that I have pondered. In fact, my friend Sally Green said, I said it so much, she actually gave me a coffee mug that she made that said, now here's an interesting question. Today, I'm talking to you about this. I've been thinking a lot of the fact that, Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys passed away earlier this week. And that caused me to reflect a lot on songs that I grew up with listening to. He was a big part of my childhood. And I can remember doing little dance routines that I would make up to be true to your school now, my boss is boom. I remember that one. And of course, the iconic God only knows what I do without you. Anyway, it's just such a wonderful, warm feeling. Music really takes you back, right? Um, there used to be a segment on, I think it was Dateline, maybe Dateline. I can't. 2020. One of those had this segment, and like they would say, "Can you guess what year it was?" And it would tell you about something that was in the news and something else that was happening, and then it would also say, "And this song was at the top of the charts." And I could almost always nail it by the song because songs for me get forever etched. I can remember who I was with, what I was wearing, what I was doing. I swear every boyfriend I ever had has a song attached to them. Lionel Richie pretty well chronicled my entire love life from way back when I was 14 uh, on up, even through when we got married. Lionel Richie's song was played at our wedding. So, yeah, songs are very important. Music is the soundtrack of our lives, as they say, which got me also thinking. Now, here's an interesting question. Did you have any heartthrobs or teen idols that you particularly were enamored of? Maybe even to the point of hanging them on the wall of your bedroom. I did not ever get that far. I don't think I ever, we didn't really have posters hanging on our bedroom. I'm trying to remember, but I don't think I did. But let's talk for a minute about the Cassidy brothers, okay? Were you a David girl or were you a Sean girl? I I was a Sean girl. I loved me some Sean Cassidy. Remember he was in the Hardy Boys with Parker somebody. What was his name? Can't even remember what his name was, but I sure loved Sean Cassidy. Also, I can remember my sister, she had a poster of Mick Jagger hanging on her bedroom wall. That stands out to me. I wasn't much of a Donny Osmond girl. Um, but, but let me tell you, I was a Bobby Sherman girl. Y'all remember Bobby Sherman? Oh, those eyes, those eyes, those eyes. And there was a show that used to come on Friday nights, and it was called Here Comes the Brides. Y'all remember that one? The bluest skies you've ever seen are in Seattle. And the hills, the greenest green, are in Seattle. Yeah, I loved that show. I loved that show, and I loved me some Bobby Sherman. A little bit of Michael Landon. He was another heartthrob. There's a lot of Instagram reels going on right now that show, if you grew up in the 70s, you will remember this. Or if you grew up in the 80s, these were the things that were iconic to you. And it just got me thinking, how about for you? Who were the teen idols and who were the heartthrobs that made your heart skip a beat? And did you have posters of them in your bedroom? Okay, let's not leave the guys out here. How about that Farrah Fawcett. Remember that poster of Farrah Fawcett when she's in that red bathing suit? And let me just say, her little nipple was kind of poking out. It was very, very, very scandalous at the time. I will say that. Yeah, that how many of us girls tried to get our hair to look like Farrah hair? And it was a very difficult look to achieve. We did not have the product nor the tools to get it like you guys have it now, right? So, anyway, I just wanted to invite you guys show up on Pammy Out Loud on Facebook and share who are your teen heartthrobs and idols. Did you have posters of them on your bedroom wall? And maybe even do a little Google image search for us and see if you can share those. Until the next question, keep thinking about it and sharing your voice out loud. Bye bye.